Greetings. Honored to be with you all today. Thank you for joining me, Joseph Kursky, a geographer, educator, and GIS professional, as we explore a key topic for our times: advancing geoliteracy through geotechnology. Advancing geoliteracy through geotechnology. All 21st century problems and issues, health, racial and social inequities, natural hazards, biodiversity loss, political instability, water quality and quantity, transportation, energy, habitat, are spatial. Solving spatial problems requires spatial thinking and geotechnologies. I submit to you all today that spatial thinking must begin in the educational system: primary, secondary, technical, tribal, community college, university, lifelong learning, libraries, museums. It is too important to be left to or wait for strictly on-the-job training. That is why my colleagues and I on the Esri education program have dedicated our careers to promoting geoliteracy, the rigorous examination of patterns, relationships, trends over space and over time, using powerful software as a service, web GIS, and remote sensing tools, open data services, field tools, and multimedia web mapping applications. Our dual aims are, number one, for an educational system to embrace deeper implementation of spatial thinking and geotechnologies, away from the notion that teaching GI systems or GI science equates to learning tools of version X of software Y, and toward the notion of GIS as a platform that one can build upon. Now, to be sure, software and tools are important, but they are stepping stones, in my view, to a larger and more noble goal. And that is understanding and planning a more resilient, happier, healthier, more sustainable future. Another goal is broader implementation, using geotechnology as a teaching tool in business, enviro, earth biological sciences, meteorology and climatology, health sciences, city planning, data science, digital humanities, history, civil engineering, and other disciplines. Our focus is this tool, your brain. That's the most important tool of all. That's the one we need to nurture. GIS has always been a thinker's tool, and hence so useful in education. It can be used to learn about river systems, coastal erosion, construction, population change, supply chain management, human behavior, history, and so much more. We support the education community by providing curricular resources and materials, spatial data, analysis tools, field apps, multimedia web mapping applications, dashboards, infographics, story maps, a community of people, advice on implementation, and we partner with educators for the long haul. Indeed, we have been doing this since 1992. To the university faculty, teachers, and others listening today, I say, consider Esri your industry partner in this noble endeavor. My own background is 21 years at NOAA, Census, and USGS, and my research focuses on the implementation and effectiveness of GIS in education. With the rapid advance of open data portals and policies, educators and students have, for example, the Esri Living Atlas of the World at their fingertips, an amazing resource. But with these rich data sets of thousands of layers and maps, I'm very keen on fostering data fluency and critical thinking about data. Who created it? At what scale? When? How? And can I trust it? We are witnessing the perfect convergence of forces and trends: crowdsourcing, open data, web GIS, artificial intelligence, BIM CAD GIS, building information management, computer-aided drafting and design, and GIS touchpoints, 3D analytics, and learning management systems. COVID brought the last of those who had never taught online before to this new world. But with these capabilities comes some uncertainty among educators. How should I teach GIS and with GIS now? What should I include in each course? When should I include it? Applying geoliteracy touches on all of these aspects that you see here, beginning with asking geographic questions. What's where? Why is it there? And why should we care? What's where? Why is it there? And why should we care? The care touches on the action component that you see here. We're not just teaching GIS skills or even just geoliteracy. We are gaining and guiding students to become change agents in their communities and in their world. Why do I say gaining and guiding? Gaining students to embrace this in a wider variety of fields than ever before, and then guiding them to see the big picture, see the end goal is not to put your data on the map. The end goal is, again, to think spatially and critically and to be empowered with being a change agent. Geoliteracy is making progress worldwide. With tools such as these, historical imagery in the Living Atlas of the World, Swipe app, 2D and 3D web scenes, analyzing real-world data in real time from IoT, Internet of Things feeds, instructors and students can engage in all of the key issues of our time that I mentioned earlier, and surely ones that you can think of right now. But we cannot do this alone. We, the Esri education team, needs to be working with you all as your partner in industry, with you in academia and with government agencies, private companies, nonprofits, teachers, and many others. Resources that advance STEM and STEAM education through geotechnology are available and growing. A few to highlight include the Esri Academy, Esri Press, series of books, ebooks, resources, and the library of Learn ArcGIS lessons, hundreds of lessons right there, along with learn paths that you can engage in for scaffolded learning. No longer does an instructor have to create every single item herself or himself and face the unending job of curating and updating these resources. They can focus on building meaningful educational experiences. Esri MOOCs, massive open online courses, free, fun, rigorous, and you're learning with a cohort of others for a 6-week period. The Geospatial Technology Competency Model, which we worked on with the educational community college instructors to be specific, providing guidance for students as to where their gaps may be and how to fill them, and also providing guidance for instructors in terms of key elements to include in their courses. My own Spatial Reserves book and blog, along with Jill Clark, my colleague, that focuses on where can I find data, how do I know if it's any good, and societal issues, including data quality, crowdsourcing, copyright, and location privacy. Here are ways to connect with my team and myself. Thank you, and I look forward to further conversations and partnerships with you all.